Now we are on it. So hi everyone, very good evening. So in this session today, we are going to explore further possibility of like implementation of AI part. That is the most integral part to follow up in the ICSE and other boards syllabus, right? Because the moment we got the syllabus from the CISE board members, we often like we all went through the detailed syllabus and the orientation. But the problem with the syllabus is it does not have any practical approach to like clarify those topics to the students. So if I talk in terms of like how this syllabus is good for them and bad for them, let me point out some of the key points to help you understand this. So if we look into the syllabus itself, you can find there are many examples of mechanical joint, degree of freedoms, and various things. Like the majority of them are the theoretical concept portion only, but we have to focus on the practical oriented because these syllabus for robotics and AI being followed because to give the student a practical insights of what they are going to experiment throughout this journey rather than just learning the theoretical portion and following the off topics. So in today's session, what I will do, I will help you to further understand the syllabus in proper way, as well as I will showcase some of the examples like how we can integrate those ML machine learning algorithms in our classroom program as well as artificial intelligence algorithm. Because if you look into the picture of artificial intelligence, even though by using the Python programming, you have to go for the deep dive into the system like the supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and there are many more topics in there to follow. But the problem is a normal student from class 9 and 10 is will be not able to understand those terms because as an engineer, as I am from the engineering background and I found difficulties handling those in a first place. So maybe some of them are too smart or way too intelligent to cope up with the same, but for the first timers it is really very difficult to like cope up with the practical implementation of those. So allow me to share my screen. So first we will see what I'm going to cover today in this session. And further, I will add on my knowledge on the implementation of AI counterpart as well as the machine learning counterpart in this one. The reason why I'm keep mentioning the machine learning along with the AI, because AI is something far more advanced compared to what we do have, what we do have knowledge in, right? So AI is something which does have its own idea how to think and how to behave or how to go for any output in certain point of situation. So to develop the exact AI is not possible for a small grade student. So we will focus on the practical implementation of how a student can start their journey in development of AI, and further they can simply make some of the examples product like the integration of those things like the chat gpt kind of stuff, and so many practical examples are there like the AI calculator we developed in our classroom program. So it will help them further identify the scope of this program and we will have a proper insight on that. So let me share my screen today. Okay, fine. So let me go back to the syllabus we did have for the boot camp. So in day 3, what I'm going to cover is the Tinkercad, the complete solution 3D stuff in Tinkercad, as well as I will explain you the meaning of open source platform or why we call it as open source. And yes, we'll complete the design procedure in Tinkercad, and we will understand the importance of design development in STEM education. So also I will introduce the features and tools available in the Tinkercad platform, and we will see one of the practical examples to go for rapid prototyping. That is the most integral part, like the important part in the designing itself. Because why? The reason, you always have to ask yourself a question, the reason behind doing something, right? So we have to understand what is the reason to design something in the Tinkercad platform. Otherwise what will happen, it will be useless for us. We will create very creative designs and beautiful outcomes, but at the end you will be unable, like you will not able to utilize those in real real life environment. So we will understand the implementation and application of those designs as well. And apart from the scope, like this STEM and robotics scope, I will help you understand one of the major software, that is the Cura. And why the Cura? Because Cura is mostly used for the slicing purposes, and I will help you understand why we need slicing, why we need to do the slicing and stuff for the rapid prototyping itself. And further we'll have a conclusion and assignment for the same. So I would like to ask one question from to all of you, like have you gone through the assignment portion and like completed any of the assignment section? Like from the day two onwards, only the assignment one is there, right? So anyone submitted the assignment? Anyone do have any doubts, like how to submit the assignment or anything related to it? Because it won't be possible for us to like evaluate the performance throughout the journey. Right now, if you look into the picture, like participant is less, but yes, in our proper channel and all, there are many viewers out there who is unable to attend the classes in proper time. So they come back to the portion and already delivered, already submitted some of the assignments before. So as we are running two of the batches, so I believe batch one already completed the assignment part, and batch two is remaining to like complete the same. So anyone do have any idea like how to submit the assignment? And I believe each and every one received their credential for the LMS access, right? So if you help me with your words in the chat section, or just unmute yourself and go for the same, then it will be great conversation between me and all of you. Yeah, thank you so much for like assignment not yet submitted, sir. Sir, will you please explain how to submit? Yes, Fatima ma'am, I will sure let you understand how to go for the assignment. Okay. Can you able to maneuver through the day two content? Is it possible to go through the day two content? If you unmute yourself and like go for the conversation with me, then it will be far more better conversation we can have. And further, I will help you to resolve the issue in between.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Thank you. Thank you so much for unmuting yourself. Yeah, very good evening. You are perfectly audible, ma'am.
Yes, sir. I can see the notes which you have uploaded, but I cannot see this present screen which you have given. The
Okay.
introduction to basic
The
electronics and
day
all.
two section is visible to you.
Just the content, what you have
Okay.
taught in the
The
last
content
class.
and this
Yeah.
assignment section
No,
below
sir.
this.
It's not coming.
Okay, below the series and parallel circuit, it is not visible, right?
Yeah. Even the videos, sir, I'm not able to see.
Okay, even the video is not able to. May you can you able to like log into the system and share your screen with me so that I can come resolve the issue on spot?
Yes, I just check it out. Just give me
Oh,
some time.
yeah, sure, ma'am, sure. It will be great if you it will be great if you all teacher will like have the conversation in mid between and interact with me, so that it will be easier for me to resolve your problem as well, because we are trying way hard to provide these supports. And thankfully the XA team were like supporting the way out of their like other aspects, so we should respect them as well and try to cope up with the same. Like they did the hard work by providing the content at least. And further I will share the complete syllabus guidance for the robotics and AI for class 9 and 10, especially in your classroom program. So it will be great if you like go for the mutual conversation between the classes. Okay, the time when you see the assignment part in here, you will find the question is mentioned in here. So even though I'm going to drop this question in the chat box itself for now, up to the time it is not visible. So after that, it will be the time when it will be visible to you in here means you can able to submit the assignment directly to this tab, like by clicking choose file, and it will ask you to whether ask you to locate the file in your computer, and further you should upload the document file, PDF presentation or image or sheet kind of stuff. Text file is not allowed in here, so that you make sure that you will upload the PDF version of your documentation. Otherwise, you just have to write down each and everything in here. There is a section in which you can able to answer your questions, and further just click on submit assignment at the end of completion. So you will see those. And lesson videos is available in the portal itself. Otherwise, if you do not find the lesson video in the portal, then please follow the link mentioned in the group itself, because we are uploading each and everything to the YouTube for your reference. So after the class itself, within a day, you will receive the recording of this session, and through the recording, you can able to help yourself by going through the content itself. So now the assignment part. Okay, I do have one, sir. I'm not able to share my screen. Fatima ma'am, I'm
It's,
going to give you.
it's saying
Yeah,
only
yeah.
host can share.
Yes, yes. I'm going to give you the host capability. Just allow me a
Okay,
second.
sir.
Okay. So you are the host now.
Thank you, sir. Just a minute.
So now you can able to share your screen. Make sure other things are not open in the background window, because some personal information may be there. So keep yourself safe in between.
Sir, is my screen visible now?
No, ma'am. Actually, it is not visible.
So still it is not giving me the showing what you have shown, the videos and all. It's still not visible. So it's just giving the day one content.
Okay. The screen is not visible to me. So is it possible to click on the share button in between? In mid between, you
Is it
can find.
visible now? Is it visible now?
No. This screen share is not done. Okay. Okay, by mistake, maybe she left the meeting itself. So no worries. She'll come back and I will help you get those details as well. So for those who did not completed the assignment, and if you do not able to find the assignment portion in your login thing in the dashboard itself, then please follow the question which I gave you in here and submit the assignment directly to the website, to the web portal. Otherwise, if you find difficulties submitting the assignment over there, then please ping me over WhatsApp. I will help you upload the file in one place so that it will be submitted from your end. So today we are going to have the complete detailed orientation on Tinkercad platform. I believe each and everyone do have the idea of like how this platform works. So have you signed up for the Tinkercad platform, or anyone do have any problem signing up for the Tinkercad platform? Anyone from the group itself? Okay. Okay, fine. So I'm creating one classroom for you, the batch 2 group, STEM and robotics. So I will love, I love to see you all join in here so that it will be great for you to submit the assignments and all directly to the classroom link. So I'm going to share the classroom link in this chat section. Yeah, I just shared the class linked into the chat section. Sir, you can show us practically. Susma ma'am asked the show us practically, and sir facing some network issue because of that, not able to share his screen. No worries, ma'am. You don't have to worry about anything. We will connect back in case if you find any difficulties seeing the assignment or something like. What about others? Like we do have 18 participants in here, right? What about others? Is the same problem each and everyone is facing right now with the assignment in the LMS portal? Just help me with that so that I can come to the proper conclusion and let the team know if the problem is still persist in there. Yes, ma'am. Fatima, ma'am, surely I will share the insight of how to like sign up for this platform and all. So anyone can do have idea like can you able to see the LMS stuff like the assignment portion in your LMS, or it is not visible to each and everyone out there? Okay, okay, fine. Okay, let me go back again. Okay, suppose if I have to sign up, let me go with the Tinkercad platform. So I'm into the Tinkercad platform. I have to still sign up for LMS. No, Radhika ma'am, any problem from your side? Have you not received the login ID and password from our team?
Yes, sir. I have actually I have to. As I told you, I'll discuss on like weekend, like the whole procedure because there are two batches. So yeah, the details I'm still a little confused, like as to which batch, the steps for the signing up.
Okay, you are from the batch one or the batch two, ma'am?
Actually, sir, I'm actually it's a little confused. I got disconnected between like the.
Okay, then what I will do, let me merge both of, no, otherwise because I already took seven of the classes for batch one. That is the problem happening in the, what is the nickname? You don't have to like Gabriel Sylvie ma'am, you don't have to worry about the nickname. The time when you sign up for the Tinkercad and sign in to the platform, you will be redirected to the dashboard. You don't have to write down the nickname. First, log into your Tinkercad account, then click on that link which I sent over the chat section. So, ma'am, Radhika, ma'am, back to you. So, allow me today. So, first, I will resolve the issue with the LMS system for each and everyone. Then let us have the classes. Otherwise, it will be a great confusion between the classes, and it won't be impactful for each and everyone, right? So by today, let me clear the doubts and all the problems you are facing with the LMS as well as other things. Then we will have the classes followed by the same timings around the week, right? How many of you agree with me for this thing? Okay. So the time when you sign up for the same, click on the sign up portal for the Tinkercad itself. You will land on this page. So create the personal account. It will be great for you to start with the personal account so that it can be used anywhere else. Sign up with email, or if you do have any Google account or something, then just click on sign up through Google. Otherwise, if you do have the email, just click on the email and you will be redirected to this page. Select the country, India or other places we are from, and check the, like mention the date of birth in here and click on next. It will ask you to write down the email ID. So I'm just writing the random email ID to like show you how to do that and enter the password. It won't work because sometimes it takes it to verify the exact user. So I'm creating the account using this, and I'm done. So I will be redirected to this particular page. So here, from here, I can able to change my profile info. I can able to change the images and so many things. But just click on the Tinkercad portal. Now, if I copy and paste the link which I sent you earlier, I'm just copying the link, and in here, I'm just pasting that link. After signing in, then what will happen? It will directly redirect me to this particular page. Yes, that's me. I will click on that's me. And here you can see you are already into the classroom program batch 2 for classroom. So right now I have not created any of the activities for you guys. So let me create one activities in here. So already created this group. I'm creating, yeah, I can see three of the teachers are already joined into the classroom program. Thank you so much. So I'm creating the first activity. Okay, the voice is echoing. First activity in Tinkercad, and then I'm clicking on the create activity. And the time already I created this, you will find the same in your classes. You will find the activity in here, and from here you can able to add three of the things which we can able to do in the Tinkercad platform. First one is the 3D design, second one is the circuitry, and third one is the code blocks, which is essential for any STEM educator to have the knowledge in. So 3D design, we will start with the 3D designing stuff. Then we will further proceed with the circuitry and will complete the code block. Then this Tinkercad platform will be done, and we will move into the another platform, that is the MIT App Inventor platform. And in here, we will create wonderful examples of mobile application and gameplays and circuitry and so many things to integrate the hardware device directly. And by the next class, I will share the insight of what are the hardware will be required for you to pop up in this classroom program, so that you can buy those things beforehand and able to like go with the practical projects along with me throughout this journey. So now the time when I created the first activity, I will click on the first activity in Tinkercad and just click on create new design. In here, I will find one of the option which we need to click on, that is 3D design. So I will click on that. I'll click on that and it will redirect me to this particular page. So here we are redirected to our workspace, in which you can see one name is there. After the logo, Tinkercad logo, you will find name. Just click on the logo, just click on the name and change the name to the specific design you are making in this platform. That is, this is essential because the time when you will complete 100, 200 or 300 um, 300 of design thing in your Tinkercad profile, then it will be difficult for you to find out the specific one out in the crowd. So you must change the name, because the Tinkercad platform generates random name for your design file. So make sure you will change that first after entering to this workspace. So as a different software we do have with us, like each and every software do have the same functionality of the tools and all, right? So we do have the menu bar in here, in which various things are mentioned, that is the copy, paste and duplicate and repeat and delete option, as well as undo and redo. So after this, what we do have is the toggle notes visibility and the show all thing and group, ungroup, as well as align, mirror, and final the cruise. So we will understand these concept of how to utilize these tools in Tinkercad platform. And the reason why we are designing something in the Tinkercad platform is because, suppose if you do have any idea about certain project, like if you're making some of the projects for your student, which is okay, we can't see your screen. My screen is perfectly visible and it's shared. Any problem from your side, the internet connectivity or so? My screen is visible to each and everyone, right? Okay, thank you. So let me come back to this point. where I was like discussing this thing. So the reason why we need to go for the 3D designing is simple to understand. Suppose, because we are working in here in this robotics and in STEM field to further innovate in our academics, or to come up with the ideas to solve the problem of the society, right? That is the main reason why STEM and robotics are being introduced to our education system, so that a student can increase their creativity and they can come up with the solution we are seeking from so long, right? So if you, in earlier times, suppose if I have to build any of the project or any of the product, suppose if I have to make one of the pen which is good in design and according to my need, like it does not have any grips or like the smooth functionality or something like that, the stylus one, then what was needed to done in the past is we have to go for the mold design and all, like two of the dies, core and cavity stuff. Suppose let me open the Google Jamboard. Okay, fine. So suppose if you have to design something in the past,
migliaia di euro per acquistare una borsa che non ha nessun utilizzo pratico.
okay. So suppose if I have to design a bucket or something like that, then what we needed to have is the core and set of core and cavity. So it is actually divided into these two halves. So I hope each and everyone do have understanding of the section views in design itself. If you don't have any idea in section view, then please help me with your question. I will love to clear your doubt in between. So this is the example of core and cavity. This one below is we do have two of the parts, right? This one is the core and bottom part is the cavity. So what was needed to be done is to manufacture these core and cavity, and combinedly it is known as mold. So mold is basically combination of core and cavity in which you have to power the molten plastic to form any of the shape, right? So to make these core and cavity, it must be done in any of the CNC machine. You have to create the mold in CNC machine, and CNC machine is nothing but controlled, computer numerical controlled machine, and it comes at higher cost. So a normal person do not have any position to CNC machines, so they must have to go the for the people in industry who do have access to these machines, and it comes at very high cost. Suppose if you have to manufacture one of the mold for pen or something like that, then you have to pay at least 2 lakh of rupees to get a perfectly finished mold for that. Approximately, I'm talking about just giving you the average figure to understand the concept of why we need to have the rapid prototyping in first place, that is the 3D printing. So earlier you have to pay for each and everything, like the 2 lakhs to have one of the mold to manufacture this project. But what happens, suppose this particular project, after the first manufacturing or first product manufacturing, you find some of the problems with the product itself. Maybe this shrinkage is too high and the product finish is not came up to the mark you are thinking of. Then what you will do, you have to replace the entire mold for the applications to reduce that wastage in manufacturing, and to go with the proper things. Like if you go with the proper things apart from the general conventional method of manufacturing, then what we can able to do, we have to bring the rapid prototyping into concept, in which 3D printers and many devices are there to manufacture the product in an hour. So within an hour, you can able to design something in the Tinkercad platform, and many design softwares we do have. But for beginners, the Tinkercad platform is very good platform to start with. But for the advanced designers, they are almost take care of each and everything using the high stream, the mainstream designing software like the SolidWorks and other softwares we do have with us. So now the concept will change to this thing. Now the concept is you must design something unique using any of the design software, then further process it using the 3D printer, and you will have your first prototype in your hand without investing lakhs of rupees in between. So first prototype, after looking into the first prototype, you can able to visualize what is needed to be done, or or else you can able to find the problems with the first prototyping using the normal 3D printing method, and further you can able to change the design to to make it perfect in all sense. And further, the time when you will have a complete understanding, now my product will look like this, then only you will go for the production method, and that time you will call the industry and let them build the mold and the core and cavity for you to have the final manufacturing for the product itself. So to develop the first prototype without paying the higher amount, what we do have is the rapid prototyping stuff, that is the 3D printing or any SLS method or any other method of developing prototype we do have with us. So through that we can able to visualize the product in our hand, and further we can able to save money, as well as we can able to go for the modification without investing any other for any other aspect or so. So the reason why we need to design something in here, we can able to do three of the things. First one is to visualize some of the product in before manufacturing it, as well as you can able to go for the sims lab, that is only for the simulation stuff. Suppose if you have to find the motion, and if you have to uh, see the visualization of any practical stuff in physics, then you can able to go for sims lab. We do have one button for it, sim lab in here. So apart from these concepts, let me show you what are the basic things to start in the Tinkercad platform. So right in the right hand side, what we do have is the product section, the library itself. You just have to drag and drop the object from the right hand side to the work plane, and work plane is all about where you will place your models to start the designing process. So this is the work plane, and you can able to rotate the work plane using the right hand side button in your mouse, and just click on it. Just hold the click of my right mouse button, and further you can able to move the mouse to rotate the work plane in between. And if you are unable to go for the rotation and all, here we do have is the orientation cube for the visualization from different sides and different orientation. If I give you the example why it does have the front, left, top and side and the bottom view, because if you look any of the components, for example, if I take this box in my hand, then you can find 6 of the faces it does have: the front side, the back side, the left, right and top and bottom. So each and every object does have these 6 sides to look it from. So you can able to adjust the orientation with the orientation cube on the left hand side. And apart from the orientation cube, just below the orientation cube, we do have is the home view and fit all in view, and the zoom in function and zoom out function, as well as orthographic projection. On orthographic projection is used to visualize the object from 3 of the planes, means at a one time you can able to see 3 of the sides in the work plane itself. So if you have to bring any of the object from the right hand side library, you just have to drag that object from the library and drop into the work plane. So it will be placed like this only in here. So the time when you drag and drop this object in the work plane, what you need to do is to click on the object, and you will see there are various options showing up in the screen itself. So here you can able to change the color of the object, using the color tab or solid function. And in here we do have two types of basic function of this object or the model itself, so solid and whole. So I will explain you why we need to have the solid and whole in a few minutes, but before moving to that, let me explain other aspect of this design. So you can see there is different cubes, like square cubes are there in the object itself. So white dots or the white cubes are responsible to change the dimension of the object. So if either we can able to grab this cube to change the dimension from any of this side. So otherwise, if you do have any dimension with you and you want to change each and every dimension on your like idea without dragging and dropping, then you just have to click on first cube like this one. Then these options, like two of the window options, will be shown to you. So just click on that and change the value to 30 and hit enter, and it will be changed to your desired one. This is only the bottom cubes is only to change the length and width. To change the height of this cube, we have to click on the square dot again. On the top hand side, we do have one square dot in here. So just click on there. You will get the option, change it to the value 30. And apart from this white cube, we do have black cubes as well. So black cubes or black square dots are responsible to like change one of the dimension from with respect to the location of this dot itself. So you can able to change one of the dimension using the black cube. Otherwise, you just need to insert the value and it will be adjusted on the screen itself. But apart from the square dots, the black and white, we do have is the triangular dot on top of the object like this one. So what we can do with these objects, suppose if you have to place this cube on top of this cylinder. Suppose I brought one of the cylinder from the library menu and you have to place this cube on top of this cylinder, then how you can able to do that? Just click on the triangular dot and change the dimension. Change the dimension, and how much dimension it will have? The height of the cylinder. So if I have to change the dimension, then what I will do, I will change it to the height of the cylinder itself. Then further, I will go into the top view and move this object on the top of the cylinder. And you can see these two objects are perfectly placed. This square cube is perfectly placed on the cylindrical object. There is no gap in between. So this is the way you can able to drag and drop and able to place and change the work plane. So the triangular dot is responsible to shift the object from the general work plane to the higher level of, or to move it into the Z axis. So now what we need to do is to bring as many of the examples or the library model in here into the work plane to form any of the same. And let me show you the reason why we do have the solid and whole feature. Suppose if you have to like drill a hole in this object like this one, this cube itself. Suppose if you have to drill the object, so what I will do, I will just bring the component from the library menu and I will not drop it for now. Just hover it here and there, and you can see it will track each and every side of the cube. It will give you the option to where to place the object brought from the library itself. So just drag and drop this object on the top of the cube. And further, what we need to do is to align the top object with respect to the bottom object. So what I will do, I will select these two together and see one option is there, align is showing up on top of it. So what I will do, I will click on the align. So now we are getting three option on the left hand side, three option in the front side, and three option in the Z axis. So we just need to align the object in two of the axis, that is X and Y. So I will click on the middle dot to align it on Y axis, and then further I'm clicking on X middle dot to align it perfectly on the X axis. So now X and Y is perfectly aligned. There is no need to change the orientation of Z axis. Otherwise, what will happen? You can see the preview. The cube will itself lift up to the place where we do not want it to be. So do not change the value of another axis. If you are aligning something, make sure to align it with two of the axes for now. Further, in the advanced mode of our designing process, I will show you the method to like go for the three of the alignments in this Tinkercad platform. Now our object is perfectly aligned. So what we can able to do, we just click on the object and change the height so that it can make the impression of hole inside the cube itself. So now this object is solid, this object is solid as well. So what I will need to do is to click on this first object, the second object, that is the cylindrical object, and we will change the feature from solid to hole. Then only it will subtract these portion from the cube itself. Then what I will do, we have to select both of the models and click on the group segment. So using the group feature, what we are trying to do in here is to subtract or cut out the portion of this second object from the first object. Okay, so this is how we can able to create some of the great cuts in the object itself. And also you can able to like follow up with the different object, like if I bring any of the cube or any of the cylinder or anything like the sphere itself, then we can able to cut out that amount of portion from the object body. So suppose if I have to cut out this kind of portion from the cubical shape, then I will click on hole, and again I will select the both of the object and group it. So if you are not happy with the thing, with the like outcome of this thing, like grouping itself, you can able to select the object, then just click on the ungroup function to release the object from the main object, the second object from the main object. And similarly, again, if you repeat the same process, like clicking on the green model, then clicking on the ungroup feature, then it will release the other design from the first model itself. So here we do have undo button as well. You can reverse the process using the undo button, or you can proceed further in ahead step for the same using the redo button. So now if anyone do have any doubt is still up to now, then please help me with your doubts. Then we will proceed further to explain other aspect of Tinkercad platform. Anyone, any doubts? Okay, fine. So no one have any doubts in between, right? Okay. So this is how we can able to like bring each and every components in the work plane, and further you can able to tweak the object using the group and ungroup feature to change the dimension, as well as to drill holes and to cut out the portion which is not required in your design, as well as form many shape with the basic shapes of this. So suppose what will happen, I showed you one example in which we grouped two of the features, like first one was the solid and second one was the hole, right? So what will happen if we like group two of the solid object? Let's see what will happen to this object if we are trying to group this solid object. So I'm grouping this, then what is happening now, these two objects became one object, right? So grouping two solid object in the Tinkercad platform will make them one. And further you can able, if you make the changes in any of it, then both of thing will change at the same time, right? If we ungroup this object, if I ungroup this object from the thing, now if I click on the cube, then only the dimension of cube will increase or decrease. If I click on the pyramid itself, then we can able to change the dimension of this particular object in the work plane itself. So you have to choose accordingly what you need to do in this platform, and how you can able to perform different uh, role of tools to make your design perfect in all senses. So this is how we can able to drag and drop. There are many shapes available in this section itself. That is Okay, let me, when we practice, then we will get to know, sir. Yes, sure, ma'am. The content is already like shared with you earlier in the group itself, but after this class, the content will be enabled, like the practice thing and all the tools details will be available in the LMS portal itself. So you will get complete guidance on that, as well as it does have many questions. So if you already joined the classroom program, then yes, you can able to submit. Okay, sorry, you can able to submit the design directly to me so that I can check those. Like if you go to this classroom program, click on the activity and click on first activity and create your design. Like one of the design I got, the submission Mighty Fulfi. Okay, Gabriel Selvi, ma'am submitted this. If I click into this, you can see, yeah, right now it is not, I've not ma'am did not done anything in here, but yes, the times he will complete or you all will complete the design in here, it will be visible to me so that I will further can able to evaluate what is good and what is wrong in your designing process, and can able to help you directly without asking you to share your screen to me, right? Because it is not possible for each and everyone to have the good internet connectivity and all at the same time while we are having this meeting. So it will be better to like submit the experiments or the example designs directly into the classroom program so that it will be directly visible to me, so that I will re-evaluate the things and come back to you to resolve your doubts and problems you are facing in this platform for the designing process. So I hope each and everything is cleared up to now, and let proceed further with the another concept. So, okay, apart from this, what we do have is the import and export button, right? You understood the grouping function and ungrouping function as well as alignment, right? So suppose if we have to like mirror this entity from one side to another, what I will do, I will just group this thing to make this thing a single entity and click on the object. We'll see the mirror option will be visible after that. So click on the mirror option, and the time when you click on the mirror option, you will given by the three options. First one is the direction of orientation, that is the Z axis. This one is the X axis, and this one will be the Y axis. The axis you will choose to like mirror this entity, it will orient with respect to the axis you are choosing to like mirror itself. So I'm clicking on this and you can see how it goes. So mirroring means something you are changing the entire orientation with respect to the axis of three of the axes, X, Y, or Z axis. If we hit on undo button, then it will come back to its original state as we built this thing earlier. So apart from this mirror option, what we do have is the import option and the export option. So import option is responsible to like bring any of the design directly to this Tinkercad platform, and export option is responsible to export your design to help you work with the other softwares, other 3D designing softwares. So it does have two of the major extension to export in, that is the obj file and stl file. Obj stands for the object file, and stl stands for stereolithography file. So stereolithography file is used in other softwares like the Cura and all for rapid prototyping, and obj file can be used in other designing software. So it will be helpful for you to like export the design directly into your desktop and further process that design using the Cura software. Let me show you the Cura software. You can also download this software to have the visualization of how your 3D printer is going to print this object. So I'm sharing this Cura software's link into the chat section. You can download this software and install it in your computer so that it will be great for you to visualize this. Sorry. So now what we do have is let's export this model into STL format. So I'm clicking on the XTL and you can see one of the model is downloaded in my download section. So what I will do, I will click on this downloaded model and it will open up into the Cura software directly. So now I believe my screen is not visible to you, but let me share. Okay, let me share this screen back to you. So now the Cura is opening up. Okay, just allow me a second. So now the Cura loaded up. I believe each and everyone can able to see my screen. So I already gave the instructions, like already set up the parameters and preferences in this software, so that right now I do have the Ender 3 model of 3D printer. So I've chosen that model and I chose the PLA material and nozzle size according to my printer need and all the settings parameter, which I will explain in my future classes as well, so that you can also have the complete understanding of 3D printing for your prototype development and for the project work. So you can see the model is imported successfully in this software and you can able to visualize the model from the scratch itself. Right now in the right hand side, you can find one of the button for this slice, right? Slice option. The time when you click on this slice, what it will do, it will cut that object in horizontal plane with the dimension of the nozzle size, that is 0.4 mm nozzle. So we are utilizing 0.4 mm nozzle and it will cut each and every layer into 0.4 mm, so that the 3D printer can able to generate the model or print the model accordingly. And why we call it as the rapid prototyping or 3D printing, the other name of 3D printing is the layer by layer deposition method, is known as 3D printing. So if I go to the preview and if I show it to you what is happening in here using this simulation, you can see one by one layer is forming on top of it and 3D printer is creating one layer at a time and summarizing each and everything with accuracy. You can find, you will see like this. So this is how our printer is going to print this object from scratch, and further the overhanging portion like this one is needs some of this support material, right? Otherwise what will happen, 3D printer is unable to like print the object in the in the air itself. So what we need to do, we have to define the support option in here and again click on this slice button. Then you will find the support will be provided to the printing itself. The yellow portion is the support, which is the additional plastic material in the printing itself. So it is only to provide the support to the extended portion. So we have to take the parameters seriously and we have to come up with this solution, like how we are placing each and everything in our 3D printing machine as well. So each and every parameters are important, and the way you will go for this after the designing, you go for the 3D printing and stuff, you should take care of some of the parameters which I will explain in you in my future classes. For now, we will focus on the Tinkercad platform only, and that will be suitable for you to start your STEM and robotics journey. And the reason why you need to go for the rapid prototyping, because at some point of time you will come up with your ideas to like go for the project development, because you are not going to copy each and every project from the internet, right? You want to become an innovator rather than the DIY assembler in your field. So you have to come up with the new ideas, you have to tweak and twist some of the things, and you have to do the experiments and follow this series of innovations. So on that point of time you will need these kind of tools and the machine itself, this kind of machine itself. Then what will happen, it will allow you to like further, it will allow you to further go for the advancement in this STEM and robotics field. And people's in different robotics company or different place of world will sell you the courses and do the things, and they won't let you go for the innovation stuff, because they don't want you to become the creative person from the crowd. They want you to become the DIY assemblers. That is why they will sell you the Lego kit and everything. Okay, why the meeting is recorded to other place? Just give me a second, please. Have someone requested the meeting recording or something? Okay, make sure if I do not get the recording, then make sure to send it to me. Otherwise, what will happen? Other people will not have the access to the same. Okay. Okay, you started recording in the local, so no worries. So I hope you all understood what is the reason behind going for this designing stuff. So design will give you the flexibility to like develop your product casing or product things in in this platform, and further you can also able to enhance your ideas and the method of modeling in other designing software to perfect the shape and come up with the solution. And the second reason why we need to have the designing stuff, suppose if you have to visualize how a ball will um, like a car will collide to a wall, or ball will cover the distance in roller coaster or something like that. If you have to go for the simulation stuff, like how physics is working on that particular point of place, then what we do have is the Sims lab in here. So using the Sims lab, you can able to give the object a motion, and you can do many things as you want to have the perfect simulation for the same. So if we have to like make it travel, if we have to change the material and see what it will look like in some of the materials like the eyes or steel, then you can able to visualize those as well in real time without any problem. So let me create the scene setting. We can able to change the scene setting in the Sims layer. Okay, fine. So we can able to share those design as well, present your simulation, and just you can able to prepare your simulation, or you can able to create your video of the product development using the Tinkercad platform, so that it will be properly representable in others platforms. Suppose your student is going to participate in some of the competition, then you can able to make a perfect presentation for the same using this platform. I hope each and everyone understood the concept why this platform and the design thing is important for all of us, right? So I will share you one of the PDF, or the content will be uploaded in the LMS portal itself. Let me show you what will be the content will be there in the LMS. So you will get a proper understanding of these things, like what is 3D printing and why it is required, and you will get each and every tool details in your LMS portal. So rotate view, reset view, zoom in and out, like the things I explained in this uh, in this session is covered in the LMS itself. So you don't have to worry about anything. And further, you will see each and every mouse combination, like which button is used to what purpose, will be given in this portal, the LMS itself, and it will be enabled. I believe it will be enabled by today itself. Like after 1 or 2 hours of this session, the recording will be shared and the content will be enabled for each and everyone. So moving and scaling the object and designing, and it does have different examples. Like this one for today, what we do have is these assignment to submit in the classroom I created for each and everyone. So you should follow the LMS stuff and complete the assignment in time, so that I can able to come up with the proper uh, okay. So like 4 of the peoples are joined to this classroom program, and then further I will help you understand those things. So these are the assignment for today, like a step to follow, and you will have different basic shapes, and try to create another design file for individual assignments. Otherwise it will be difficult for me to evaluate the complete designing process as well as the product. So you will find each and every examples or what to do with the object with complete details in the LMS portal itself. And you have to complete these designs in your design section. And at the end, you will complete this design with the flower petal, and you will find some of the some of the questions, so complete those question as well, and submit directly to me over the WhatsApp. You can send it directly to me, or just submit over there in the LMS portal itself. Let me talk to the tech team who will enable the content for you all. If it is not visible, then let me check back with them so that we can resolve the problem in time. And it does have many examples to start with, so follow the procedure and complete each and every task. In between, if you find any difficulties, any single of you, if you find any difficulties like going for the design and all, just ping me over WhatsApp so that we can come over a quick short meeting or 15-20 minutes meeting, so that I can able to help you build those things with ease. Okay, so help me with your answer, with your questions as in case any doubts you have. So apart from this, anyone do have any doubts up to now? Anyone? Okay, fine. Then what I will do, first of all, complete the assignment portion. And please, those who are from the batch 1, please do not join the batch 2, because both of the courses we are trying to provide is the same in each and every point of view, right? So there is no, if you want to like understand a little bit further, a little bit more, because you do not get time on those dates, then yes, you can able to join in over, but try to submit your, if you are from the batch 1, then submit your assignment on the batch 1 group, or otherwise if you are from batch 2, then only submit the assignment to the batch 2 group. Otherwise it will be confusing for us to like evaluate your performance, because it is already 7 classes being taken for the batch 1 teachers, right? So yes, so thank you all for today's, I'm concluding this meeting for today. So first of all, complete this lesson plan and complete the design procedure. I will share the PDF as well in the group itself, so that it will be easier for you to start joining the things. And also I will share the class link as well as the Cura link in the, okay, fine. So Cura link in the group itself, so that it will be easier for you to cope up with the same, right? In case if you find any difficulties, if any one of you also find any difficulties understanding the thing, just ping me over WhatsApp so that we can go for a quick meeting or something like that, so that I can resolve your doubts in between and help you build this project further. Then what we will have, the first you will submit the assignment and complete the procedure. Let me show you one of the thing which I wanted to show it to each and everyone today, but as no one was aware of this particular classroom today, I believe that is why we do have less number of joinees in this classroom. So let me open up one of the software which I wanted to show it to you, because if we have to explain the artificial intelligence and the machine learning part, then we must utilize the Python programming in between, because Python does have a great versatility over every programming languages. Yes, using the C programming also we can able to do that, but that will become more complex, as it is not dependent on the libraries or such things, and no one will develop the library, so we have to start with each and every scratch stuff. But in Python you will find the respective library from the other developers, so that it is easier for us to utilize the same and cope up with our classes in our classroom program for AI and the machine learning and robotics counterpart itself. Because whenever we try to say AI, a lot of time we try to mention those in our classroom program, but the main concept of artificial intelligence in robotics classes is all about integrating the software part into the hardware system. And if you are unable to integrate software part into the hardware system, then there is no use to build such AI or robotic system, right? Then it is out of scope of robotics and AI stuff. You will build a simple program, all the Alexas or Google Google Home or something like that. So it will become Alexa, not the AI device, and Alexa will help you play a song in between, or it will become the Chat GPT advanced version, right? So we are not talking about the user interface, designing such user interface for our student to like create a gaming environment or create a Shaktiman environment in this field, but we are trying to help them integrate the software into the hardware. That is the AI and ML part in this particular field, and that is why STEM is important. That is why STEM came into the existence, to help them understand the concept of integration of the theoretical knowledge into the practical stuff, right? That is why they STEM do have the existence. And if we try to like help them build the software and the gameplay, then I believe this particular class is not for them. They should go for another thing in their life. So I'm turning off my camera in here so that I can able to utilize my camera in the programming itself, so I can able to show you what I'm trying to show you using the machine learning algorithm in Python itself. So I'm turning off my camera for now. So I will share my screen after that. So now I'm going to share my complete screen with you. So I believe my screen is completely visible. And one of the basic program, I'm not showing you the advanced version to like help you understand my capabilities. This one is the like 32 line programs in PyCharm. I do all the programs in PyCharm or either in the VS, the Visual Studio itself. VS Code, sorry, VS Code. So for me, the PyCharm is most comfortable environment because we can able to bring each and every requirement directly without investing much more time to install it into the system. So let me run this particular program for you. So I just clicked on it. So allow me a second, allow this program a second to start it over. So now the program is running perfectly. So I believe my screen is completely visible to you, right? So now the model is trained to predict the probability. Probability of what? Probability of something, and that something, this model is 95% sure that this particular person is there or not. If you look into the backside window, if I move this thing aside, you will find one of the thing in here that is one person, and it is calculated that response rate in 118.7 milliseconds. So it is detecting one person in front of it. And if I bring the mobile phone in here, like if I bring any of the object or the mobile phone, now it is 38 or 31% sure that something is there. Let's see what it detected. Maybe it's a mobile phone or something else. I don't know, because sometimes algorithms do not work as our point of view, right? So let me bring this thing. So I'm going back to to show. Okay, let me show the mobile screen so that it can able to process the same. So now you can see it is detecting one of the cell phone. Is it visible to each and everyone? Right? So it is detecting one cell phone from the same place. So one person, one cell phone. This is a simple program which I can show you in this demonstration. But yes, I do have bunch of different sets of program to implement the exact AI things into our classroom program. That is essential for this student. If we talk about this program, this is only the user interface, not the exact artificial intelligence or machine learning or the robotics counterpart. But in actual robotics project, which I'm going to do in this classroom program, I believe in the very end of this classroom program, we will have those projects. So I believe 4 to 5 classes at the end, we will dedicate those for the development of the project itself. So we will utilize one of the hardware, that is ESP32 cam module, to get the video feedback from the user side, from the robotics side. And then further, upon receiving that video stuff, like the uh, video input from the environment, we will further operate different electronic appliances, or even give the commands to our robot to follow the track or do this stuff or do that stuff. So we will program our complete things like the robotics counterpart using the AI stuff and the ML algorithms. We will teach our robotics stuff how to like behave at some point of environment, and also we will direct our robotics counterpart to perform certain tasks for us without asking us to whether, sir, can we able to do that, or can we, sir, should I do this or should I do that. They won't ask you. It will, if the robotics counterpart part will find any problems in between, it will go directly and resolve the problem without asking you. That is the concept of AI does not ask, will not ask you what to do, what not to do, because AI does have the sense to do that task without any human interaction. That is why we are saying the AI, because AI is something upgraded version of robotics. And whenever we talk about the AI, means it is capable to take the decision on its own. We do not have to guide that particular thing to like take the decision, right? So we are not only going to develop the software counterpart, but yes, we will integrate the hardware into it and let it run on its own until and unless it will become the terminator and destroy the world. We will make sure it will not done from our side. So thank you so much for today's journey, each and everyone. And I believe each and everyone understood what I'm trying to explain, right? In case if you do have any doubt still, you can ask me the question. Otherwise, we'll conclude this meeting today. And after this meeting as well, after this class as well, you can just ping me over WhatsApp if in case you do have any doubts or want to understand something more beyond this scope. So I will help you on that. So I believe, help me with your question in the comment section if you are unable to unmute yourself. I wanted to have the particular interactive session with you all so that I can see the faces of each and every teacher, and further we can able to interact with each other. Otherwise, sometime it becomes, what I can say, sometime it becomes like I'm talking to myself. So that is why I wanted to have proper interaction with you all teacher, as you are teachers, not the students. So I think we should follow that professionally. So I'm trying my best to help you out, but yes, I love to see the people's with proper uniform wearing and sitting in front of the camera and interacting with me throughout the journey. In this is the problem in India only, not in the foreign countries. If we call for meeting in foreign countries for anything, suppose if we have to come like clean the sewage or something like that, for people will come directly on video call. They will come on video call. They will come on meeting. Like I do have meeting. I did have the meeting with the Germany clients and all. They always try to come on the VC and like go for the conversation. But in India, I find almost difficulties to with communicating with the peoples, because they will never turn their camera on, as like we are trying to steal some of the data from the, or like will look after that or something like that will happen. Yes, Gabriela Selvi, ma'am, you don't have to worry. If you have genuine reason to like, you don't have camera on this PC, then there is no issue. I'm not asking forcefully to do that thing for me. I'm just asking casually to like, if I'm contributing, if we as a team of Exceed is contributing towards your understanding for free without asking to pay anything, then yes, we'll love to have proper collaboration from you guys as well to provide at least a conversation between the classroom program, so that it will be great for us to have the same motivation, and with the same energy we can come up with the more idea and we can provide more than this bootcamp program. So after the bootcamp program also we can able to run some of the things for you if we do have a proper response from each and every side. Nobody's for now. I think we are, yeah, we are running out of time now. So thank you so much, each and every teachers out there, and thank you all for joining this session today. And we'll love to see you in our next session, in which I will directly complete the Tinkercad and other simulation stuff first. So please try to complete the assignment part in day 1 or 2, so that we can, the time when we wrap up this thing like the Tinkercad, MIT App Inventor, and embedded C programming so fast, then only we can able to move into the real thing, that is the programming for ML, AI, and hardware integration. That is the main concept of this bootcamp program, right? So complete this thing fast. We are starting this thing from the basic for you guys to cope up with the basic ideas of what is going to come, in future, right? So complete this as soon as possible, and we'll meet you in our next session with the same excitement and love to explore further in this STEM robotics and AI journey. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day.